Rome welcomed a young hero, but soon whispers of madness spread. Caligula survived murder and illness, but at a terrible cost. His mind fractured, transforming promise into terrifying obsession. He dressed as gods, demanding Rome kneel before his divine mask. Behind gilded doors, secret chambers hid fear, rituals, and danger. Senators trembled under sudden punishments and unpredictable rage. The young emperor vanished, replaced by a tyrant cloaked in darkness. This is the mask he wore and the terror beneath it. Caligula began as a promising young ruler, admired by Rome for his charm. But in October 37 AD, a violent fever nearly ended his life. Seizures and delirium consumed him, hinting at encephalitis or neurological damage. When he recovered, his mind had changed. Explosive rage replaced calm logic. Sudden punishments became the norm, and no one could predict his wrath. Memories of murdered family haunted him, feeding paranoia and mistrust. He began dressing as Jupiter and Apollo, demanding the obedience of gods. Night feasts and private rituals grew darker, with fear disguised as celebration. Rome watched as their young emperor transformed into a tyrant beyond imagination. The sickness that spared his life gave birth to Rome's most feared ruler. Behind the palace doors, Caligula ruled through fear, obsession, and sudden bursts of violence. Servants whispered of rooms where screams were heard but never investigated. Caligula paced the halls at night, demanding absolute silence as he hunted for conspirators. He took pleasure in watching noble families beg for mercy before issuing executions on impulse. He forced senators' wives to attend late-night feasts, judging them like property. Myth says he kept a private chamber filled with execution tools for entertainment. He turned sacred palace rooms into stages where he played God and judge. Rumors claimed he turned the palace into a brothel, ordering noble women to serve as guests. Even his loyal guards avoided the inner halls, fearing sudden death for disloyal energy. In those rooms, Caligula stopped being human. He became a storm of cruelty, unchecked and unchallenged. Caligula believed he was a living god, demanding temples and sacrifices in his name. He forced priests to worship him, insisting he could talk with the gods directly. His obsession with divine power led him to order statues of Jupiter replaced with his own. Ancient gossip claimed he slept with his sisters, especially Drusilla, whom he treated like a goddess. When Drusilla died, he plunged into madness, declaring her a divine figure. He became paranoid, convinced everyone wanted him dead, even imaginary enemies. Slaves whispered he talked to empty corners, arguing with spirits only he could see. He delighted in humiliating senators, making them run beside his chariot like animals. He ordered soldiers to fight the sea and collect seashells as spoils, symbol of madness. In the end, his obsessions fused into one reality. He was untouchable, divine, unstoppable, until the daggers arrived. Caligula's obsessions, cruelty, and paranoia defined a reign Rome could no longer endure. His divine costumes and hidden chambers hid a man consumed by madness. Behind the iron mask, no god lived, only terror and delusion. His fear drove Rome's bravest to risk everything. On a winter day in 41 AD, fear became steel. Caligula fell to assassins he never expected. His legacy remains twisted, tragic, unforgettable. This is Behind the Iron Mask. Witness history's monsters.